Welcome, brothers. Today, we'll be discussing another video about the Facebook groups where we end up dating the same guy, something that is becoming a trend in almost all Western countries, aimed at, as you all know, ruining men's love lives. But before we start, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments. This really helps us reach more men who might need this content. But without further ado, let's get started.
Are we dating the same guy? Facebook groups have complicated ethics. These groups exist in several major cities as a place for women to post the men that they're dating or that they're speaking to in dating apps. Women use these groups to find out vital information to protect them against cheaters, abusers, or just inadequate romantic partners. These groups help protect women by arming them with information about the men in their cities. In these groups, women post pictures of the men that they're dating and ask if anyone else has information on these men. In response, they get anything from basic information to full-on warnings. The fact that Are We Dating the Same Guy groups even exist puts a spotlight on the fact that women are in a vulnerable position when it comes to dating, especially in a society that lacks a protective infrastructure for women who are in abusive relationships. But they exist in a moral gray area. There's no fact-checking in these groups. Sometimes men's addresses are posted, which can be seen as doxing, and some women even believe that there are smear campaigns posted against certain men. But women need these groups as a form of community care. These groups are the online version of whisper networks where important, potentially life-saving information is passed from woman to woman by word of mouth. These groups are ultimately not about hating men. They are about empowering women.
Empowerment of women at the expense of men, as always. Where is the line drawn when it comes to posting a picture of a man you're dating, his address, where he works? It wouldn't be considered harassment because we all have bad experiences and incompatibility with some people. I believe we have the right to stop pursuing someone when we're not interested. In some cases, breaking up with a woman can become complicated, especially when the girl becomes obsessed with you. It seems like many women forget that there are quite toxic girls nowadays. I think there should also be Facebook groups where men can protect themselves from the crazy women out there because, believe me, there are many. This is becoming so toxic that today I will show you the negative aspect that has even started affecting women themselves. How it pursues girls who don't agree, how men are infiltrating these groups like moles, how they are trying to silence any woman who speaks out about this. Don't miss these testimonials that are coming up because they will show you the dark side of these Facebook groups.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I might be getting murdered. Shout out to whoever went to my local Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook group and ensured that I was excluded from the community. Sorry to burst your bubble, but these Facebook groups are common knowledge across the board. I'm going to link a couple articles that took me a total of 30 seconds to source on Google here. In case you're just joining the conversation, I'm going to screenshot the TikTok that I shared here. Trust me, I am part of the girl gang and I'm all about building community. I would never put anybody at risk. In fact, I'd love to see the analytics after TikToks like this go viral because I only think it aids in building community. And I mean, with a Facebook group, is that not your goal? I also don't think that having conversations like this is a bad thing. I think that if men are aware that there are groups out there and that we are onto them, maybe they'll smarten up a little bit. If I ever get murdered on a first date, baby girl, you have a front row seat reserved at my funeral. Let me know what you guys think. Was it valid that I got kicked out, or do you think it's silly?
As I mentioned, brothers, they put them aside, label them as wanted. In these groups, you'll see everything. The chads of the moment are not faring well nowadays. We saw it in a video where two women confronted a guy, threw beer on him, an act of violence, but since it was against a man, it's not considered important. Furious ex-wives also post here, warning others to stay away from their exes, labeling the man as an abuser, sharing stories where the ex-husband is portrayed as a demon while she is the innocent angel. They post men's addresses, provide testimonials, label you as an abuser, easily ruining your love life. But it's all just for fun until a girl enters, sees her husband or current boyfriend, and breaks up with him. Later, she realizes he was just a crazy ex or a girl who stole his photo because she's obsessed with him. She ends things with a man who truly loved her. Brothers, this continues endlessly. Watch the next two videos that explain it well, where two women confront each other over the leakage of these groups.
Let's roll the tape. I was in that group for less than 48 hours.
Go on. 48 hours. Didn't look at my anything and decided to
this man gaslit me into thinking that the group was toxic. And
Is it maybe because you said, oh, I think this guy essayed a person, and probably very likely, so you tried to warn other people, and then someone, you don't say who, you just assume it's a woman that outed you to him, and he got the screenshot. No, most of the time it's just a mole. It could be a dude, it could be a lady, it could be a dude or a lady. Like, you don't know, and you don't make it clear with the way you speak. So let me just say that there's moles in the group, and you're saying, come on, guys, come on, it's fun.
Now let's see the response of this girl to the woman from the green and pink hair movement. You know, the one about women's empowerment.
That outed you to him, and he got the screenshot. No, most of the time it's just a mole.
Perfect, so we agree. Are we dating the same guy? Facebook groups have moles in them, which make it unsafe for women posting in them. Fucking shocker. And it's not like there's just one. You guys are posting about it like, oh, there's another mole in this group. And Taylor, I am getting the karma that I deserve. It's happening right now. You know, there's good karma too, right? The people that are sending me all of these screenshots, they're women. The one who sent me this? Woman. The one who sent me this, where you guys are making fun of this guy. Yeah, a woman. And shocker that an ex-wife is messaging in here. Like, oh, are you kidding me? A bitter ex-wife posting publicly about her ex-husband? And I'm not deleting my videos, dude. They're being deleted because you guys are reporting them because you want to silence me. These groups have to go. Period.
You guys saw, brothers, the photo of a guy probably having a conversation with a girl. They posted it in shorts. Surely, the girl will say, this disgusting guy sent me this. He's a pervert. You know what will happen to this guy who just earned a label that is one of the worst a man can get in his area? Did you see a bitter ex-wife talking about the pros and cons of her ex-husband? Of course, because the best information to date a man and see if he's a good prospect is asking his bitter ex-wife. Brother, they're trying to silence this girl because women want to keep ruining men. Many want to protect themselves from abusers, others are in it for gossip, and some just want to expose their husbands, see if they have a backup woman, to ruin them in divorce, as you know. So if you're married and have dating apps, be very careful with this. Brothers, the love life on social media for men is dead. Many women who are single thanks to these groups will remain even more single. Apparently, every time an ex-girlfriend sees another woman post about him, she will undoubtedly say he's abusive. Every time a woman meets a good man, someone else will post negative things about him, just out of envy, without any evidence to support it, because we all know that a woman's worst enemy is another woman. Congratulations, women. Now it seems that we're heading towards the prediction that by 2030, more than 45% of women will be single.
I like to think I'm a feminist. I like to think I support women. But where y'all are losing me is the are we dating the same guy groups, because this is truly not what they were made for. You've got girls posting, just matched with this guy. I'm thinking about sending him a first message, but I want to make sure if anyone has any red flags first. I have matched with a lot of men in message them, and they show the red flags very fast, and then you just unmatch them. There you go. And then there are the girls who are like, dated this guy for a couple of dates. He's a liar. No shit. They all are. I need more information than that. Okay? Because if that's the criteria, they're all out. And then there's this girl, she posted a profile. Literally every single one of this guy's pictures were AI. I commented, just so you know, those are all AI. This other girl comes in smoking hot. What makes you so sure that they aren't real? I was like, I'm not asking a question, okay? I'm not asking a question. I have eyeballs, and I'm looking at those, and those are AI. And she goes, Jesus, dude. I was just asking a question, but like, honestly, you just want an altercation. Sweetie, you are the reason. You are the literal reason that Neve Schulman still has a job. So watch how you come for me. I don't know. I think I don't support all women, maybe.
As I mentioned, they are silencing all of them. This woman is right. If every man who posts to ask for information is flagged just because he got rejected, then there won't be anyone left. Dating apps exist so you can connect with the largest number of people and find someone compatible. So, imagine if you match with someone and this person seems a bit off. Of course, you leave them on scene because there are various reasons why two people might not click. Everyone, man or woman, has the right to reject someone. At least we can do that. Imagine dating a narcissistic girl. Of course, you don't want to see her again. Imagine going to a party and sleeping with a party girl, then she accuses you of abuse just because you didn't want a relationship. Or just imagine that you stopped talking to a woman because you invited her for coffee. She refused, saying she doesn't do coffee dates. Now she labels you as stingy or something worse. It's easy to defame someone. We see it daily on TikTok with women telling stories about their ex-husbands. But we only know one side of the story. We see women pursuing these men based on videos made by their ex-wives accusing them of various things. But watch the next video where a woman shares her experience and the support other women provide.
So I think the group, Are We Dating the Same Guy? Facebook groups are not helpful whatsoever. I posted on there last night in one of the groups, and I posted anonymously. It wasn't for me. It was for someone else, right? So immediately I get a response on the post, wow, DM me. So I DM her and I'm like, okay, what's up? And she responds, wow, he's already dating again. It's only been a week since we broke up. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, are you okay? And she was like, yeah, I'm just shocked that he moved on so fast. So that wasn't the problem. The problem was she literally told him about the post, which I could have sworn, and y'all please correct me if I'm wrong, I thought the premise of the group was to be helpful to other women in dating. And for her to literally go and tell him he's being posted in the group is a problem. And I want to say I've seen other people say the same thing, that there are women in those groups that literally turn around and go share the same information, going against the entire reason why the group was created. I could see if that was this woman's husband, boyfriend, fiance, but this is somebody you broke up with, or he broke up with you, or whoever broke up with who. Y'all aren't together, basically. And you go and you tell him about it. Like, am I tripping? What is the purpose of the Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook groups? Because if we're just going to turn around and tell the very same guys that we're asking for information about, what's the point? I've heard of, there are some women that they were genuinely looking for info because they wanted to date safely, only to find out that another woman in the group has gone and told the guy for whatever reason. And then said guy threatens the girl or threatens to sue her, like whatever. But I just don't understand, if you're going to create groups like this, what is the point if there are going to be women in there that literally just go and turn around and tell? Like, I don't think we're going to have no sisterhood. I really don't think we are. And you can best believe that will be the last time I ever say anything in that group, because even anonymously, because wow. So, yeah, I don't know. Y'all, please give me some feedback or tell me your experience about these groups, because I don't know. I don't know if it's a good.
What's the point? The other woman is telling you, don't mess with what's mine. That's my husband. Because, brothers, a woman's worst enemy is another woman. Do you think there are no furious ex-wives in those groups? Women who got dumped, who are still in love with the man, women who want to have a date with some man, and others who couldn't set up a date with the man you posted because they're upset they couldn't be with him? Brothers, a group where many women are over 30, a group where there are divorced women, a group where there are women of different races. It's just a breeding ground for destruction where they all have one thing in common. They hit the wall, and the wall is unforgiving. Just think about it. It's foolish to post a guy from your area in a group of women from the same area who will likely match with him. Dating apps are meant for connecting with the largest number of people and having multiple dates. We know that many dates go wrong. So, if a girl that this man rejected, maybe because she's unstable, sees the photo of the man who stopped talking to her, she will fill with hatred because she knows he's not responding to her messages, thinking he wants to go out with you. Look at how that woman said he moved on so quickly because there's nothing a woman loves more after a breakup than seeing the man destroyed. Brothers, these groups are dangerous. Now they will cause even more controversy because online dating was already bad, but with this, it will get worse. I'm telling you, there's an epidemic of single women coming. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. What do you think about these Facebook groups? Are women in danger of not having suitors? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.